haven't seen.
No, you haven't seen it.
This is me now.
Hello. This is you now, exactly. I'm hoping that you might be able to give an impromptu rendition of the Erlkönig.
Well, now that I realise it's not a joke that you record things for YouTube, David, I'll prepare myself before I let loose with this poem, a famous romantic German poem by the great author Goethe, or as my brother would have it, Goethe. That's for people who see the English pronunciation and they don't know the German. They see the English spelling. Anyway, it's famous for its rhythm and its kind of sinister overtones of the supernatural.
You've only got to start talking and somebody switches the vacuum cleaner on, haven't you?
Yes, it's absolutely ruining the atmosphere, because I'm thinking now of the great Brocken Mountain in Germany, famous for witches and sort of sinister, misty nights. And
I'm going to go and shut the door.
I'll be able to start again.
No, let's not start again, let's just let it run.
So
these hiccups make it all the better, really.
Well, I wanted to tell you about the great German romantic poet Goethe and his famous poem Erlkönig, which is about the supernatural, and it's rather sinister because supernatural forces kidnap the father's boy as he's riding through the night, and it's also famous for its rhythms that sort of conjure up the horse's hooves. So I'm going to start reciting it for you and see if you like it. It's called Erlkönig. It goes: Wer reitet so spät durch Nacht und Wind? Es ist der Vater mit seinem Kind. And if you liked that,
oh, it's fantastic.
Well, then sometime I'll go and get my copy of the poem and I'll recite the rest of it for you.
Well, I'll tell you what we can do. We can have a look and see how good the internet is. I'll just write in here. I'll write www.google. Now, praising Google is always a good idea on YouTube because they own it. .com, and then see what happens. If we type into the search box Erlkönig lyrics, der reitet so spät durch Nacht und Wind. Is this it?
Yeah, those are the words. Siehst Vater, du den Erlkönig nicht. Oh, that's later on in the poem.
Right.
And there's a nice website there with sort of Gothic script title.
We're actually reading this off www.moonfairy, which is spelled FAIRYE.com, library/Erlkönig /Erlkönig.hthm. Erlkönig was the way he was known to his friends. Right, there we go, you've got the words now.
Right, here we go. Wer reitet so spät durch Nacht und Wind? Es ist der Vater mit seinem Kind. Er hat den Kind wohl in dem Arm, er fasst ihn sicher, er hält ihn warm. Mein Sohn, was birgst du so bang dein Gesicht? Siehst, Vater, du den Erlkönig nicht, den Erlkönig mit Kron und Schweif? Mein Sohn, es ist ein Nebelstreif. Du liebes Kind, komm, geh mit mir. Gar schöne Spiele spiel ich mit dir. Manch bunte Blumen sind an dem Strand, meine Mutter hat manch gülden Gewand. Mein Vater, und hörst du nicht, was Erlkönig mir leise verspricht? Sei ruhig, bleibe ruhig, mein Kind. In dürren Blättern säuselt der Wind. Willst, feine Knabe, du mit mir gehen? Meine Töchter sollen dich warten schön. Meine Töchter führen den Nächten rein und wiegen und tanzen und singen dich ein.
It's funny, it's not responding, is it?
So I hope you're enjoying that. We're at a very crucial moment.
I can't believe it. It's switched off. I've got iExplore.exe as.
Do we want to report this to Microsoft? Do we want to smash Microsoft's Office to the ground for ruining our poetry recital?
I think it was really, really unfair. I don't know. I'll have to. Do you remember Wunderes Nachtslied?
It rings a bell. Yes.
It's something like über allen Gipfeln ist in allen in allen Gipfeln ist Ruhe. Yeah? Do you remember that one?
I think that's Friedrich Hölderlin. Yeah.
No, it's Goethe.
Yeah?
Yes. In allen...
It's another famous line. It rings... let's
try and Google again.
What do we do without Google?
Well, I mentioned Google. Let's give Google a few mentions because they could do with the advertising. Google.com, and then I've got a search box up again, and then Van der Nachtlied.
No, David, keep your thoughts under control.
Here we go. This is put in first place. It's put Kerbert-net.de as a source for this. If this is any good, or if it's going to go. Okay, I need ActiveX as well for this, and it's also doing this same business.
No, Vistopil Bond. There's an Internet Explorer for those who don't speak Polish.
Über allen Gipfeln ist Ruhe. In allen Wipfeln spürst du kaum einen Hauch. Die Vögelein schweigen im Walde. That's one of the famous lines of German literature. Right. Well, I re-reported it to Microsoft, and I don't see what much is coming back of it, but there we are. It looks like the internet won't really work very well at the moment. All of these German sites have got ActiveX needing to be done on them, and whenever I press yes, immediately it goes pear-shaped.
Some people think it's a bit of a security risk, I think, those ActiveX controls. If you set your Internet Explorer settings to the most secure, I don't think you can run them. But obviously stops you from watching some websites.
Well, I think it's just goes to show what a state we're in. Internet used to work and now it doesn't. Let's try another Goethe poem. Let's try Google the third time, see if it actually comes up with something that doesn't crash my Explorer. Think of another Goethe poem?
No, you're asking.
Willkommen und Abschied.
Oh, yes.
Do you remember this one?
Yes, now you mention it. I think your memory is better than mine.
Oh, I had to do this in the sixth form, let alone university. Abschied. I can't remember how to spell Abschied though. Is that right?
I-E-D. Oh, this is one. Oh, this is his love poem, isn't it? It's a bit saucy, I think. Or maybe that was just my imagination.
I don't remember it being that saucy. I remember sort of like thousands of eyes out of an oak tree. It sounds like one of these modern day spam emails that you get. Let's have a look and see how this one works. I'll recite this one. Es schlug mein Herz geschwind zu Pferde. Es war getan, fast eh gedacht. Der Abend wiegte schon die Erde und an den Bergen hing die Nacht. Schon stand im Nebelkleid die Eiche, ein aufgetürmter Riese da, wo Finsternis aus dem Gesträucher mit 100 schwarzen Augen sah. Sounds like one of the spam emails, doesn't it? Der Mond von einem Wolkenhügel sah kläglich aus dem Duft hervor. Do you like my kläglich? It was a little bit kind of Frankfurt, wasn't it? Die Winde schwangen leise Flügel, umsausten schauerlich mein Ohr. Die Nacht schuf 1000 Ungeheuer, doch frisch und fröhlich, nice bit of alliteration there, war mein Mut in meinen Adern, welches Feuer, in meinem Herzen, welche Glut. Dich sah ich, und die milde Freude floss von dem süßen Blick auf mich. Ganz war mein Herz an deiner Seite und jeder Atemzug für dich. I can't do a single thing without this telephone going. It's unbelievable. What a pity. Hello?
Я сейчас пойду. Как? Знаешь, есть очень большие такие теперь хорки на улицах. Я сейчас поеду, дорогая. Ну хорошо, практически это более поздно, чем я думал. Хорошо, я поеду сейчас, окей? Я тебя, пока, пока.
That's it. I'm getting told to pick the kid up from school. So that's the end of the fun, I'm afraid. You never get to read a poem to the end. Either the website crashes or the telephone goes. That's the way it is. Poetry has this problem. It can't compete with modern technology. That's the problem that poetry has. It's us signing off here. What direction is this going in? Okay, this way. Right.
Dabei, auf Wiedersehen oder auf Wiederhören.
Yes.
Bis zum nächsten Mal.